Hey guys, how are you all doing? I haven't done a video in over a week, which to me is like gasp. I'm very sorry about that, but I took a little bit of a break. I've been on a girly holiday with my sister and my besties. We went to Valencia for the weekend, which basically inspired me to do this video because Valencia was literally turn up. It was like hardcore. We had a really good time, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you guys are looking for Ozband, yeah, or you're looking for the Bay, you might need to hit Valencia, because over there, I'm a happily married woman, by the way, but the men were on literally a level 100 of hot. Now, if you like a little bit of a tan skin and a beard gang, hey, look, even my sister was a convert. The guys were super hot. And the one thing I noticed, which made me do this video today, was how much attention I got. Maybe it's just because Spanish men are a little bit more forward than the English men or the British men here, but yeah, it was very interesting, and I thought it was hilarious because growing up I was always the ugly friend, and even now when I'm like stopped by guys in like the street or, you know, get chatted up, I just think, like, why are you talking to me for? Not because I have like the ugly friend mentality, but it was almost like guys just never like me. And it's so funny to see what it's like today for me. Again, I am not the hottest girl in the world based on a benchmark of beauty, but you know what, I'm kind of alright at the end of the day. But today I wanted to do a video to give some of you guys who are the ugly friend a little bit of hope, right, and a little bit of direction, because a lot of people I know actually started from being the ugly friend, including myself. And trust me, you don't need to lose hope. All you need to do is get a level of understanding. So number one, when you are the ugly friend, you don't get into any boy trouble, because nobody don't want your ass. They ain't fancying you. They're not hollering at you. They're not trying to break you up with your boyfriend because you haven't got a boyfriend. Your girlfriends aren't trying to pull your hair out because you are not the one who's stealing their man. You are actually very safe from the drama of boy trouble when you are the ugly friend. And I think the great thing about not having a boy trouble is that you get to focus on what really matters, like building your empire, okay? Building your future and your direction. You do not need to be worrying about boys and what boys think about you. The one thing I realized about being the ugly friend is because I knew that they weren't trying to move to me. I was always the girl that guys would come to tell me about the girl that they liked, or that they liked my friend, and I knew that they never liked me. So I became very confident being around guys and talking to guys, because it's like, he don't like me anyway. And I was very awkward when it came to relationship situations because I just wasn't used to getting any form of attention from the guys. But at least I knew how to have guys as my friends rather than like, oh my god, he wants to enter me, like cringe. When you're the ugly friend, you develop thicker skin. You get to a point of being like, you know what, I don't really care what you have to say about my physical appearance. Talking about someone's physical appearance is like the lowest common denominator of insult or trying to make someone feel bad. When people used to call me lollipop head because I had a big head and a small body and buck tooth and long foot and dry foot, I was always dry. I'm still kind of a bit ashy sometimes, but after a point it's like, that really doesn't hurt me. Come with something better, because I know what I look like, and I know that I don't look like your standard of beautiful, but actually I feel like I'm alright looking, in my opinion. When you're the ugly friend, you develop more skills than just being hot, okay? When you know that you're not working with much on the outside, you work on the inside. You work on either being funny or being creative or being smart or being stupid or being really sporty. And this is one of the things that I noticed that I did a lot. I really became someone who was like loud, and I've always been loud as a person because I'm actually relatively confident in myself, and I would just like to make people laugh. I'd like to make people feel good about themselves because I felt good on the inside, even though I looked a bit crappy on the outside, but that didn't bother me, that didn't stop me. And my husband, who now is Mr. Hot Stuff, he's tried it, Model Mike, they used to call him football cup head, okay, because he's a big head and big ears, okay. He's the palest of pale with really blonde, really curly hair and freckles all over his face. He used to wear like a head, I shouldn't tell you this story, but I will. He used to wear like a head sweatband at night, hoping that it would make his ears go in sad times. However, if you meet my husband, he's literally the life and soul, because he's a super happy go-getter person, super smart, super motivated, and he just developed other skills, and he's a mad sportsman. Why? Because if he ain't gonna rely on his looks, then he's gonna work on other things that make him better. So it doesn't matter what you look like, you just need to develop other skills. This is my favorite one. It's not peaking too soon. Now this is great for me now that I'm mid-20s, that I look back on certain people who at 17, that was their heyday. 17, 18 was their heyday. I had not even begun. I've not even begun. And it's so funny that when you look at Facebook or Instagram, you're like, ooh, what happened to you? Miss Popularity is there, and I don't like the demise of other people, but it's very funny to see how the people who are the popular girls or the really hot girls kind of are like at home crying. They don't like their man, they're moaning about their man, but they're not changing anything about it. They hate their job, but they're not changing anything about it, because maybe everything came to them so easily, so they didn't try to change anything in their life, and actually being that 17-year-old hot girl in college was enough for them. And actually, we're gonna live till we're 80. Come on, love, let's get moving, let's do something. But you will see that there are certain people who peaked too soon, and I kind of love sneaking through Facebook to actually seeing that, you know what, Patricia, you kind of turned out all right, when a lot of people looked at you and thought you were the dweebiest, ugliest, meekest girl ever. And look at me now. The great thing about being the ugly friend is you can work on it, okay? You might not be working genetically with much, but the power of wearing a bit of chapstick, you know, if you had those ashy crusty lips, you know, or the unibrow, you can pluck the unibrow, you can wear a weave, you can wear some clothes and work on your body and do stuff and do your nails and get your teeth done and wear braces and do a bunch of things to actually become a little bit better looking. And when you realize the power of actually just making a little bit of an effort in the way you look, you can transform from the ugly duckling to the swan of all swans. Eventually, I feel like everyone who was the ugly friend eventually swans into being a beautiful person. I know so many people who were the ugly friend, who were not considered attractive, and now they're literally drop dead gorgeous. Even if you are now a swan, somehow you continue to maintain the ugly friend heart, which is actually a really good heart, good mentality, super humble, that will get you very far in life, and people will continue to like you based on who you are as a person. My last piece of advice is, especially for you young girls, you really don't need to be worrying about what boys think about you right about now. You ain't got time for that drama, especially if all they care about is what you bloody look like, okay? And finally, we're all gonna get old, ugly and wrinkly at some point in time, so you need to make sure that you got more than your looks to rely on, because there's always going to be someone who's hotter than you, skinnier than you, fatter than you, lighter than you, darker than you, blah blah blah, all kinds of nonsense. So you better just roll with it, work with what you can, make changes where you can, and just live your life, okay? So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. I'm probably gonna do a haul on Sunday. Thumbs up if you'd like to see a haul. There's so many new things that I've bought that I've just wanted to show you, but I just haven't done it yet. So yeah, let me know in the comments and with a thumbs up. So guys, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you later. Oh, and if there's another topic you want me to talk about, let me know, because I am doing these regularly.